Yes. Today we'll be starting with a new topic that is about the image compression. Okay. Now, till now we have started the subject with the understanding of security first. Okay, security. Then we have seen what are the different security aspects we have. What are the different methods to secure the data? It can be a text message, it can be image or video. So whatsoever, how do we provide the security? Okay, we have seen the different algorithms. Then we have also seen the data compression. We have seen what are the different compression methods, that is lossy and lossless. We have seen what are the examples which will come under the lossy and what will come under the lossless. We have also seen the text compression methods. Okay, so as far as text compression is concerned, we are having the lossless compression methods. Okay, so we have seen the different methods under the image compression, under the text compression. Okay, so we have seen Huffman coding, and what if the letters are coming frequently, so in terms of probability. Okay, so whatever till now we have studied, that was towards the understanding of text compression. Now we are going to go with the other compression method, that is under the lossy compression. Okay, so I have told you under the lossy compression we have different file formats. As far as image compression is concerned, we have different file formats like JPEG, then we have TIFF, then GIF. So these are the different file formats as far as image compression is concerned. So under the image compression, this will come under the lossy compression. Okay, it will come under the lossy compression. I have told you the difference between the lossy and lossless. Okay, so I cannot compromise in the losing of the data in the text. Okay, I have told you अगर मैं A भेज रहा हूँ, so it should be sent as A only, not with B. So A should not be replaced by B. Okay, that means I cannot the transmission of the text data should be such that the raw data which I will be recovering after decompression, I should get the same data. Okay, so the integrity of the message should not be compromised. That is the meaning. The integrity of the message should not be compromised. So under the lossless, we have seen under the different methods in the text compression. Now, as far as image compression is concerned, this is the first time we are tackling with the lossy compression. Okay, we are tackling with the lossy compression. So this lossy compression mean? So I am achieving the high compression. I am achieving the high compression. That means if I want to store any image into my PC or into my system, if I am using the high compression method, then that image is compressed. That means a very smaller space is required to store that image into our system. That is the mean. High compression means storing that image with a lesser pixel values, or with the less number of pixels, so that the storage space will be as less as possible. Okay, when you go for high compression. Now under the image compression, when I go with the high compression, okay, in that case what happens, I am compromising with the quality of the image. Okay, even though if I am compromising with the quality of image, but then also it will work. Okay, because my main intention is not towards the quality of the image, but I want to achieve high compression. So whenever such case arises where you are compromising with the quality, I have given an example. If I am standing near the seashore, if I'm taking the pic, now if I want to compress, if after compression, if you go with high compression, you will see something blurred. The images get blurred. That means your pixel values are compromised. Okay, your pixel values are compromised, and you won't achieve the high quality of the image. You don't achieve the high quality of the image. Okay, but that is okay for me. I want to save that file so that it will be shown like I'm standing near the seashore. Okay, and I do not want to use the huge storage system to store that image. So if I'm achieving the high compression, then I can compromise with the quality of the image. Okay, but somewhere if you're taking the wedding pics, okay, that times you require the higher pixel, the resolution should be high. So whenever if you try to compress the data, if you see properly, when you are having the HD quality of image, and whenever you have the poor quality of image, the size of the high quality of the image will be more as compared with the quality of the image which is poor. Okay, so that thing you can make out. Okay, high quality of the image will always have more storage value, or it will have more. It will store the data size will be more. Okay, that is obvious because your pixels are values are more. Your pixel values are more. Your resolution is more. Okay, so in that case, I cannot compromise with the quality of the image. I'm talking about the wedding pic. In that, I cannot compromise with the quality of the image. So in that case, even though the storage required will be more, but I do not want to compromise with the quality. Okay, that is the way. Okay, that is the way. So yeah, in general, whenever you talk about the image compression, it will come under the lossy compression technique. It will come under the lossy compression technique. Okay. Now, before I start with the compression, image compression, you have to understand the basics of the image. You have to understand the basics of the image. Okay. That is the what is the basic image compression techniques. So today we'll be talking about the basic compression techniques. What compression techniques we have. And second thing we'll see what are the different file formats, that is the image file format. What are the different image file formats? Okay, you are familiar, JPEG, GIF, TIFF, okay, PNG. So these are the different file formats we have. And as far as your syllabus is concerned, we have to understand the JPEG format. We have to understand the JPEG format. So if I'm talking about the JPEG format, so this is the best example of lossy compression. This is the best example of a lossy compression. Because JPEG will achieve high compression with the compromising of the quality of the image. So this is the best example as far as image file format is concerned. Okay, so you have detailed understanding of JPEG in your syllabus. So that particular JPEG format is JPEG 2000. So we are going to study this. We are going to study this JPEG 2000. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the basic compression techniques. What compression techniques I have or available with me, and the second is about the image file formats. What are the different file formats we have? Okay, so before I start, we will understand what is the image, and how these images are represented. Okay, I will take an example. I'm going to take the simple example. Okay, so the basic image is represented in the form of binary. So that is called as a binary representation. Okay, in the binary representation. As well as whenever you are talking about the image, I'm talking about the raw image, okay, or the image which is available to me before compression. Okay, so that particular image, if I'm talking about, that will be divided into rows and columns. Okay, that will be divided into rows and columns. So I'm utilizing this space to explain you the rows and columns. Now today I'll be talking about the basics. Okay, today I'll be talking about the basics so that you'll be able to understand what is the image representation, how the images are represented, what are the pixel values, what do you mean by pixel values, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if I am drawing this particular image, now there is no image. I am drawing this imaginary line because I need to explain you about the compression. Okay, so these are the imaginary lines. So these imaginary lines are divided into rows and columns. So this is my row number 1. I will draw with the red pen. So this is 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now the image size is such that I can only accommodate only 11 columns. I can accommodate only 11 columns. Okay. Now I'm taking an image which is a standard image which will have 11 by 11 size. That is 11 rows and 11 columns. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Similarly, here also I have this in a similar manner. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I can say the image is not yet I have shown. I have just divided the image into different rows and columns. Okay. Then afterwards I will draw this image. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 10 and 11. Okay, I will draw this. Okay, now this image, you won't be able to see the image because I need to draw the image. As I am explaining you the basic concepts of the image, so I am taking the very basic image. So what is that image I am going to draw right now? So, but before understanding the image, you just understand that the whole image has been divided into rows and columns, where I'm having 11 rows and 11 columns. So the size of the image is 11 by 11. And this particular square, now this is a square, this is not a rectangle. Even though somewhere you will see it looks like a rectangle, but you assume that every cell is a square. Every cell is a square, because I'm taking an example in which you will be seeing the image in form of a square, in the form of a square, not rectangle. I'm talking about. I am taking purely square. So if the image is, now I am drawing with the red one. I'm drawing with the red one. If this is my image. Now, whatever you are seeing, the boundaries in the red color, these inside of this is the image. Okay. Now you have to assume whatever is within the boundary of the red color, they are everything is in the gray color. Gray you can assume, or you can assume them as a black. And outside of this boundary, you can assume they are in the white color. They will be in the white color. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. My image is what? My image is this much, which is in the boundary, which is in the boundary. Now I can say this is a uniform image. This is a uniform image. Okay. Non-uniform images are, you can draw anything. If I'm drawing some image of a person with eye, with nose. Okay. Now this thing is, you can say this is an uh, non-uniform image, non-uniform. Okay, but this is a uniform image. So to explain you the concept, I am taking purposely I'm taking the uniform image, and purposely I'm taking the square cells, so that I'll be able to explain the concept. Okay, so I'm not talking about such non-uniform images. Okay, now if you see properly, I have drawn the boundaries. Okay, within these boundaries, what I have told you, you have to assume that within this boundary the color is gray or black, and outside this boundary the color is white. So you can say this is a pic, black and white pic. This is a black and white pic. So there is something which is in black color, and other than the black color, everything is in the white color. Okay, so I can say that the total size of the image has been divided into 11 rows and 11 columns. That is the meaning. Okay, now with different types of compression technique, I will be taking the same example to explain you all the different technique methods. Okay, now what I have told you, the image, first I was trying to explain you the image. So if I'm talking about the binary image, if I'm talking about the binary image, if I'm talking about the square image. The square image means that every cell is in the form of square, not rectangle or non-uniform. It is only the square images where every cell is a square. In such cases, whatever the gray portion you see, so there are only major two areas. There are major two areas. One is called as a gray area. So in image processing technique, we will be talking about gray area instead of saying black area. But you can say black also. There is no harm. There are two areas. One area is black or gray, and the other area is a white one. So black area can be represented in the binary form as 1, and white will be represented as 0. So can I say every cell, wherever I have the white color, that will be marked as 1, sorry, 0. And wherever you see the gray image or the black image, for every square or every cell, you will mark as 1. So here within the boundary, every cell will have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And outside of this boundary, you will have everywhere 0. So this is a binary representation of the image. This is a binary representation of the image. Okay. So in the image processing technique, image processing, you have a subject that is called as the image processing. Okay. So in the image processing, you will be having the grayscale, you will be having the the binary representation of the image, 1 and 0s. So that's why the basic image has to be understood. Okay. So that's why I have taken purposely this particular type of image. Okay. So whenever I talk about the binary representation of an image, this is a standard uniform image. So where gray or black color is represented by 1, and the white surface will be represented by 0. Okay, will be represented by 0. Okay. Now, if you talk about the pixels now, you can say that if I'm talking about this square image, okay, now only pixels are arranged in 2 dimensions. Okay, pixels are arranged in 2 dimensions. What do you mean by that? Means if I'm talking about black and white, it has only 1 and 0s. So I have 2-dimensional type of images where pixels are in the form of 1s and 0s. Okay, 1s and 0s, 1s and 0s. So in terms of pixels also, you can say 1s and 0s. In terms of, if I talk about the color, okay, the gray and white or black and white, then it is 1 and 0 representation. This is 1 and 0 representation. Okay. So whenever you are talking about such type of image, that is a binary representation, see that wherever you see the gray and wherever you see the black. So most of the time, I'm talking about most of the time, the images are represented in black and white. Okay. Why black and white? Because processing will be more easier. Compression will be more easier on such type of gray and white and black images as compared with the colored images. Okay. So at present, we are not talking about any of the colored images. You have to just think there are 2 pixel values, or there are only 2 representations, 1 and 0. Okay. Now we are going to see what are the different basic types of image compression. What are the basic types of image compression? Okay. So I will take the same image and I will explain you the 4 types. There are 4 types. We'll see one by one. So I hope you have understood what is the basic representation of the square image. Okay. I will see one by one what are the 4 different basic image compression techniques. Before that, if you want to write down some sentence, you can just write down. All of you, please write down. Images are stored. Please write down, then we'll move further. Images are stored in 2 dimensions in rows and columns. Images are stored in 2 dimensions in rows and columns with a digital value or digital number, with a digital value or digital number, for each cell. Each cell को underline करो. So whatever I've explained to you, that thing we are writing down. Okay. So 2-dimensional images in rows and columns, every cell will be represented by the digital value or digital number. Here I have shown you the binary representation, 1 and 0. 1 for black, 0 for white. The second, we can write down, the units are represented as square grid cells. Units are represented as square grid cells that are uniform in size. Uniform को underline करो. That are uniform in size. Okay. So that much is sufficient for writing down the basic image. Then write down the next one. 4 basic types of image compression technique. 4 basic types of image compression technique. 4 basic types of image compression technique. Now, actually speaking, there are many different types of compression techniques as far as image compression is concerned, but we are going to see the basics so that you will have the feel, or you will have that how these images are coded. Again, coding is nothing but compressing. Coding is nothing but compressing. Okay, so you will have an idea, so that you can have your own coding method also. You can have your own coding method, but you will see how actually the codes are derived. How do you code such type of image? Okay, what are the different methods? Okay, so first one, write on the first one, chain codes. The first one is chain codes. CHAIN, chain codes. And write down sentence. Write down few sentences on this. The boundary of the region can be given. The boundary of the region can be given in terms of its origin. The boundary of the region can be given in terms of its origin and a sequence of unit vectors in the cardinal direction. The boundary of the region can be given in terms of its origin. Origin को underline करो. And a sequence of unit vectors in the cardinal direction. Full stop. The cardinal direction can be numbered as you can just draw in this manner. This is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. Sorry. अभी बराबर है ना? North, south, east, west. Okay. So the cardinal directions can be numbered as, write down, east is equals to 0, north is equals to 1, west is equals to 2, and south is equals to 3. Again I'm saying east 0, north 1, west 2, south 3. Okay. Now write down, the code will be given as, yes
सर वो ईस्ट वेस्ट अपोजिट होगा ना?
अब बराबर है? नॉर्थ साउथ,
हाँ सर.
हाँ, नॉर्थ साउथ 1 3, east 0, west 2. So it is 0 1 2 3, in anti-clockwise. So this is not a default one. This is not predefined, but you can have your own, the numbers, the cardinal direction values you can put by your own, by your own way. Okay. So this is, I'm following anti-clockwise direction by 0 1 2 3. So it is E0, N1, the west 2, and south 3. Okay. Now code will be given as, now see how the code will be given as. I have told you the same image I will take, and for the same image we will see what are the different 4 basic image compression techniques. Okay. Now pay attention, how do you write down the code now? Okay. आपने underline किया था origin को. Now I will start the origin from here. Okay. It depends upon you from where you want to start, because जहाँ से हम start करेंगे वहाँ पे हमको end करना है. जहाँ से हमको start करना है वहाँ से हमको end करना है. Okay. So you have to see how to code this particular image. Okay. If I'm starting from here, so you'll go towards the right. If I go towards the right, that means I'm going towards the east. If I go towards the east, I have to represent 0. Okay. I have to represent 0. So how do you write down? I will just rub this side. So the code will be given as, I'm starting from here. So you are going to the east. If you go towards the east, it is 0. So I will write down 0, comma. Then you are going to the south. Whenever you go to the south, it is 3. So it is 3. Again you go towards the east, it is 0. Again you go towards the north, it is 1. Then you go towards the east, 2 cells. You go towards the east, 2 cells. Okay, so it is 0 to the power of 2. This is how the code will be written. 0 to the power of 2. Again you come down. Again you come down. That means you go towards the south. The south means it is 3. The south it is 3. Okay. Again you go towards the east, 0. Again you go towards the north, it is 1. Again you go towards the east, it is 0. Now you come towards the south 3 times, or 3 square, or 3 cells, whatever you want to say. Okay. You are going to the 3 times. So it is 3 to the power of 3, because 3 is the number, cardinal number value for south. And how many times? 3 times. So 3 to the power of 3. Okay. So the how many times, that will be written as a power, and the cardinal number value will be written as a base. Okay. And this will go on continuing. What is the last one? What is the last one? I am reaching here. Sorry. Yeah, I have reached here. I have reached here. I have to go north. I have to go north 2 times. I have to go north 2 times. So the cardinal value for north is 1, and it is going for 2 times, so to the power of 2. So this is the last code. So this is the last number. So you can just draw dot 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 dot, go to the last one, that is 1 to the power of 2. So this is how the chain code. Now you must have understood why it is called as a chain code, because you are forming a chain. You start from the origin, you end to the origin. Okay. While traveling, you are putting up the cardinal values depending upon the number of cells you encounter during the travel. That number will be put as a power value. That will be put as a power value. Okay. So this is how the chain code will be given. Okay. Again, I am saying I am taking the standard image. I have taken the square image for better understanding. If the image is it is non-uniform, okay, then it will be somewhat difficult. It will be somewhat difficult, because I am taking the square here to just understand, to make you understand the different techniques. So I have taken the chain code, and this is how the code will be written. This is how the code will be written. Okay. So we have understood the chain code. Right on the second one. The second method, which already we have studied in the data compression, that is RLE, run length code. RLE, run length code. Second one, RLE, run length code. Run length code. Write down few sentences about this. It allows the points in each mapping. It allows the points in each mapping unit to be stored per row. It allows the points in each mapping unit to be stored per row in terms to be stored per row in terms from left to right, of a begin cell and an end cell, of a begin cell and on end cell. I'm repeating the sentence. It allows the points in each mapping unit to be stored per row in terms from left to right of a begin cell and on end cell. Okay, what actually does it mean? We will see here now. Okay, now this is a run length code.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, एक और बार repeat करिए ना.
Yes, write down. It allows the points in each mapping unit. It allows the points in each mapping unit to be stored per row in terms. To be stored per row in terms, comma, from left to right, comma, again, comma, cell and an end cell, of a begin cell and an end cell. अभी उसका क्या मतलब है आपको अभी मैं बताऊंगा तब समझ में आएगा, द मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस. इसलिए मैंने आपको पहले सेंटेंस बता रहा हूँ, बाद में एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ. ओके, नाउ this is a run length code. This is a run length code. Okay, run length code. Why it is called as a run length code? You have to see. You have to compare this RLE with the previously what we have said in the data compression. Okay. Now we will talk about the RLE in terms of image compression. What do you mean by RLE? Okay, what actually is happening here? Okay, so what you have written that it is a point in each mapping unit. Now mapping is nothing but the image or the stored image. Oh, okay. If I'm having this raw image, I have to encode them. Okay, I have to encode them. And now under the RLE, what actually is happening now? Now you can see properly how many rows you have encountered in this particular image when I'm talking about this image. So when you talk about this image, you have 5, you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have 11 included in the image? No. Do I have included 4 into the image? No. So your image is in the range from 5 to 10. I'm talking about the row number 5 to 10. So in the run length code, your row plays an important role. Okay, your rows plays an important role. How come? So whenever you talk about the row number 5, now I will write down row 5, row number 5 or row 5. Okay. Now in this row 5, you have this square, single square. Okay. So I will just write down the column number for this square is 1. So I will just write down 1, comma. अभी देखो मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ 1. Okay. Now there is no image at row number 5 and column number 2. There is no image. Then move further. Now there is an image at column number 3 and column number 4. So I'm going to write down here what? I'm going to write down here what? 3 dash 4. 3 dash 4. Okay. Now there is no image at 5. So I'm not going to write that down. Then there is image at column number 6. Okay. So I will just write down 6. So as far as row 5 is concerned, the code will be written as 1, comma 3 dash 4. That is 3 to 4, comma 6. Similarly, row number 6, row number 7, dot 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 dot, row number 10. I will write down for the row number 10 now. I can directly write down it is 4 5. So it is 4 to 5, comma, and only one, that is 7. I will write down for 6. 6, it is throughout. The image is throughout. Okay, the image is throughout. So it is like 1 to 6. It is 1 to 6. For row number 7, 1 is not included. So it is 2 to 6. It is 2 to 6. And so forth. So this is how the run length image, run length encoding is used for compressing the image. So you have to see, you have to travel from left to right now. That is why you have written left to right. Okay. Of a begin cell and on end cell. Begin cell जहाँ से start कर रहा हूँ, that is for column number 1. जहाँ पे end कर रहा हूँ, the ending column can be anywhere. The ending column can be anywhere. So, but while traveling, you have to see the end cell. You have to see the end cell. Okay. Because here I am ending at somewhere number, here I am ending at some number, here I am ending at some number. Here also, sometimes you begin with from column number 1. Okay. But here I begin from column number 2. So the begin cell will vary, the end cell will vary. But you have to travel from left to right. So this is the run length encoding. This is a run length encoding. I hope you have understood. Okay. So which are the rows which will have the image, take that rows and just write down the code for them wherever the cells are available or जहाँ से जहाँ तक range होता, that is from 3 to 4. Okay. So this is how it will be written for RLE. So this is for second. The remaining part you can do as a homework. We'll go with the third one now. The third and fourth is a complex, it is little bit complex technique. Okay. So that thing we have to understand very properly. The third and fourth. Okay. So the third one is the block quotes. Third one is the block quotes. The third one is the block quotes. Okay. So we'll see what is this block quote. Before we understand, write down. The idea of RLE, the idea of RLE can be extended to 2 dimensions. The idea of RLE can be extended to 2 dimensions by using square blocks, to tile the area, by using square blocks to tile the area to be mapped, square blocks to tile the area to be mapped. Yeah, that means to be compressed image or to be stored. Because why we compress? Because of to store the image in a smaller space. Okay, so you can say that square blocks to tile the area to be mapped or to be stored. Next sentence you can write down. We have to go from the larger area. Towards the smaller area. You have to go from the larger area towards the smaller area. Now see what does it mean. Okay, we have to travel from the larger area to the smaller area. Now this is called as a block quotes. Okay, the blocks will be sent of this image. So for the 4 methods, I am using the same image so that it will be more helpful for you to understand the techniques. Now see what is happening in the block code. I have to start from the larger image towards the smaller image. What is happening now? Now if you see properly this image, I have to identify the image or the size of the image in such a manner the larger area will be occupied or the larger area will be covered. But it should be uniform. And it should be square. It should not be rectangle. It should be square and it should be larger. So if you see carefully, I am drawing with the black one. Yes. Can I take this area? I am drawing with a black pen now. Can I take this area? Now this is a square now because it is 3 by 3. 3 by 2 nahi chalenga. 2 by 3 nahi chalenga. 1 by 4 nahi chalenga. Even though it is a larger area, nahi chalenga because it is a rectangle. I want to take a square and it should cover the larger area. So I can identify this is the larger area.
So 4 by 4 भी होगा ना? 4 by 4.
Yes, you are right. Please make the correction. 4 by 4 भी होगा. So I am taking 4 by 4. Yes. यहाँ से extend कर दिया नीचे. ये पूरा cover हो गया. Yes. 4 by 4.
So वो 3 है ऊपर से.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 नहीं 3
कॉलम लिया है.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. अच्छा ये वाला ना?
हाँ
1 2 3 हाँ 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. Now it is okay. Yes, I have taken the larger area. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So 4 by 4. So maximum area is covered. With this we'll go with the smaller area. At the last we have to go with the smallest area. Okay, 4 by 4 हो गया. Can you cover any 3 by 3? Now once the area is covered, that will not be covered in the other area. Okay, can we have 3 by 3 somewhere? No. Can I have 2 by 2 where somewhere? I cannot have 2 by 2. I cannot have 2 by 2. Okay, then can I cover single? See, now while covering this, you have to see properly that how can I cover max to max area. Okay, now this, when I'm covering this maximum area, okay, you have to see maximum area is covered. Now there is no other squares available. Okay, the others will be taken as a unit area. Now what do you mean by unit area? Unit area means a single cell. Okay, the single cells are, suppose this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, 15 are there. 15 unit cells and one 4 by 4. One 4 by 4. Okay. Or you can say one, how many? 16 square. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can say 4 by 4. One area 4 by 4 and 16 unit cells. Unit cells means this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think 15 are there. You can count afterwards. 15 or 16 are there. So whenever you are finding such areas, so these are called as a blocks. These are called as a blocks. Okay. Now code will be written as what? The image, I'm going to write down here. The image can be stored by, this image can be stored by, now 16, or we'll start from the bigger one. Bigger one. That is 1, 4 by 4 square, or you can just write down 1, 4 square. 1, 4 square. 4 square is nothing but 4 by 4. Okay. Plus 1, 4 square plus 16 unit square. 16 unit square. Okay. So what you have done? 1 4 square, single 4 square plus 16 unit square. So unit squares are this. Okay. The single area. The single cell. Okay. The image can be stored in this particular manner. Okay. So now you have achieved the minimum code, just 1 4 square and 16 unit square. So you have achieved the code with the minimum numbers. Okay, with the minimum numbers. If you compare with the previous codes, हमें बहुत ज़्यादा लिखना पड़ता था. Okay, if you see the chain codes, numbers were many. If you see the run length code, the numbers were many for rows. Okay, but here you have got the minimum code. Okay, we have got the minimum code. We have understood that only 1 4 square and 16 unit square. Okay, so this is for the block code. Now whenever you go with when you will start with the fourth one, that time you will be able to understand that the same method is also utilized in that particular code. How come, we will see. Okay, so block code, always remember the blocks are coded. Starting from the larger value to the smaller value, and always it is seen that the squares has to be considered. Square means the whatever the blocks you are making, it should be a square. That is 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. Okay, and if it is not available, then we have to consider single square. So 16 unit square. Unit means single square. 16 unit square and 1 4 square. That is the meaning. 4 square means 4 by 4. Okay, so this is about the block codes. And the last one is remaining. That is also more important. That is more complex. So we'll see what is that. And that is quad trees. Fourth one, QUAD, quad trees. TREES. QUAD, TREES. Now quad trees, you have understood quad. I have to make the quadrant now. Okay. Now image remains the same. Okay. I'm going to rub this part. The image remains the same. Now by using this fourth technique, we will see how the codes are formed. Yes. So it is called as a quad tree. That is 4 quadrant. How the quadrants are there? Now I have this row. I have to divide into 4 quadrants. Okay. Now this is 11 by 11 matrix. Okay, which is an odd number. You assume that this is a 10 by 10 matrix. For time being, you assume this as 10 by 10 matrix. Always remember, it is better to consider even numbers. Even number means 12 by 12, 14 by 14, 16 by 16. Okay, I have taken 11 by 11. So for time being, you just consider these as 10 by 10, so that I can draw the 4 quadrants. So okay, so this will be drawn from here. Suppose I will draw it by red color. 4 quadrants. एक लाइन जा रही है यहाँ से और दूसरी लाइन जा रही है यहाँ से. Okay, now 4 quadrants you have. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number will be given as 0, 1. Then this is 0, 1. Then this is 2, and this is 3. So the quadrant number is given as 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay,
सर
0, 1, 2,
वो
3.
हॉरिजॉन्टल जो लाइन डाला वो 5 और 6 के बीच में आएगा ना?
हाँ हाँ, अभी कैसा है, मैंने बोला आपको कि अज्यूम करो कि ये 10 by 10 है या 12 by 12 है, तो आप प्रॉपरली हाफ डिवाइड या 4 क्वाड्रेंट्स में प्रॉपरली इक्वल डिवाइड कर सकते हो. 11 नंबर है, 11 by 11 है, इसलिए हम नहीं कर पा रहे, लेकिन इसलिए मैं बताता कि 10 by 2 अज्यूम करो या फिर 12 by 12, सो दैट वी कैन हैव इक्वल डिवीजन ऑफ 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स. ओके
ओके सर.
हाँ, so I have 4 quadrants, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I have to, now please pay attention, this is important. I have to identify wherever I have achieved homogeneity. Now there is a difference. Now you have to understand homogeneity and heterogeneity. Okay, so homogeneity means what and heterogeneity means what? Now whenever you say homogeneity, it means that everything should be homogeneous. Everything should be homogeneous. Okay, that means there should be white homogeneously or there should be black color homogeneously. If I do not see the homogeneity in that particular quadrant, then I have to divide them again. For example, now if you see the first quadrant, that is 0 quadrant. Okay, in this first quadrant, again I am dividing into 4 parts. Now ये equally divide नहीं था, तो I will just draw it for the understanding. फिर से मैं इसको 4 में divide कर रहा हूँ. Okay, अभी 4 में divide किया. Can I say there is a homogeneity in this area? Everywhere you will see 0, 0. Yes, homogeneity is there. No further division is required. See this part, homogeneity is there. Yes, homogeneity is there. No further division is required. So for this 0 quadrant, again I have drawn 4 quadrants. Again the name is given as 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, after I make 0, 1, 2, 3, this quadrant becomes 0, 0. This quadrant becomes 0, 1. 0 यानी ये बड़ा वाला quadrant पहले आएगा, बाद में छोटा वाला आएगा. So 0, 1. This is 0, 2. This is 0, 3. Now after making the 4 quadrants, I have seen there is a homogeneity in this. In this there is no homogeneity. Homogeneity यहाँ पे नहीं है, heterogeneity है. कैसी है? यहाँ पे 1 है, यहाँ पे 1 है, यहाँ पे 1 है, यहाँ पे 0 है. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. So there is no homogeneity. ये quadrant में आओ. रुको, मैंने ये quadrant लिया ना, तो वो मेरा बड़ा quadrant रहेगा. सपोज ये रहेगा, तो यहाँ पे 0, यहाँ पे 0, यहाँ पे 0, यहाँ पे 1, 1, 1. तो heterogeneity. अब यहाँ पे आ जाओ, यहाँ पे 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. यहाँ पे भी heterogeneity, no homogeneity. तो these two cells has to be further divided. Okay, अब ये further divide कैसे होंगे? फिर से इसको ये करो. अभी मैंने इक्वली ड्रॉ नहीं किया है, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, बट आप जब बनाओगे तो प्रॉपरली बनाओ. तो यहाँ पे भी मैंने एक बना दिया और एक ऐसा बना दिया. इक्वली डिवाइड होना चाहिए वो. यहाँ पे इक्वली नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि मैंने वो गलत लिया है. ठीक है, आप जब करोगे तो प्रॉपरली करना. अभी मैंने इसको भी 4 में से डिवाइड किया है. ओके, ना इसमें अगर मैं 4 में डिवाइड करता हूँ तो यहाँ पे दिस बिकम्स नाउ 0, दिस बिकम्स 0, दिस बिकम्स 1, दिस बिकम्स 2 एंड दिस बिकम्स 3. Okay, so you have to go on dividing unless and until you achieve homogeneity. अगर homogeneity नहीं आती तो आपको divide करना है. Homogeneity आती वहां पे रुकना है, so that the code आपको मिल जाता है. वो कैसा code मिलेगा? Now for this the code will be 0, I will write down in the red color. For this, अभी ये देखो, ये homogeneity है, homogeneous है. Now for this the code is 0 0. For example मैं बता रहा हूँ. Okay, अब अगर मैं ये ले रहा हूँ, ये है quadrant, ये है main quadrant 0, उसका फिर से मैंने डिवीजन किया तो ये मेरा क्वाड्रेंट हो गया 0 1 2 3 था, तो ये क्वाड्रेंट में ये क्वाड्रेंट मेरा 2 हो गया. ओके, तो 0 2 0 2, ओके 0 2. नाउ आई विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट नाउ ईच सेल. नाउ अगर मैं जब फर्दर डिवाइड करते गया, इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नाउ दिस सेल, ये सेल का नाम नंबर क्या आएगा, कोड क्या आएगा, ये सेल का कोड क्या आएगा. अगर मैं फर्दर डिवाइड करूंगा तो इसका भी अगर नहीं होता है तो दिस इज द लास्ट वन, सपोज दिस इज लास्ट वन. नाउ हियर आल्सो इट विल बी 0, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2 एंड दिस इज 3. 0 1 2 3. ओके, नाउ अगर मुझे अभी होमोजेनिटी मिल गई, लास्ट में होमोजेनिटी आ ही जाती है. ओके, अभी होमोजेनिटी मिल गई. अब इसका कोड क्या है, इसका कोड क्या है, सबसे पहला वाला जो क्वाड्रेंट था वो 0, तो मैंने 0 लिखा. उसके बाद मैंने फिर से डिवाइड किया तो इसका ये 2 था, तो ये 2 लिखा. ओके, और बाद में इसको फर्दर डिवाइड किया तो बाद में ये हो गया 0. ओके, ये हो गया 0, तो फिर से यहाँ पे 0 लिखा. नाउ फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर सेल द कोड इज 0 2 0. फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर सेल द कोड इज 0 2 0. 0 का मतलब बिगर क्वाड्रेंट, 2 का मतलब फिर से उसको डिवाइड करने के बाद ये 2 वाला क्वाड्रेंट, उसको फिर से डिवाइड कब तक करना है, जब तक होमोजेनिटी नहीं आती है. जब तक होमोजेनिटी का मतलब क्या है, सब 1 होने चाहिए या सब 0 होने चाहिए. 1 का मतलब क्या है, ब्लैक और ग्रे, और 0 का मतलब है व्हाइट. जब तक वो कंडीशन नहीं आता है तब तक डिवाइड करते जाना. अब ऐसी कंडीशन है कि अभी मुझे होमोजेनिटी मिल गई, अभी मुझे इसका कोड भेजना है, तो इसका कोड क्या होगा, ये कहां से लिया मैंने, 0 से लिया, क्वाड्रेंट से, तो 0. फिर से डिवाइड करने के बाद कहां से लिया, सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट से लिया, यहाँ से लिया. फिर से उसको डिवाइड करने के बाद फिर ये क्या हो गया, ये हो गया 0. सो 0 2 0 इज द कोड फॉर दिस, इज द कोड फॉर दिस. ओके, और अभी ये देखो, ये बड़ा वाला, अब ये पूरा बड़े के लिए कोड क्या जाएगा, क्योंकि होमोजेनिटी मिल गई यहाँ पे, होमोजेनिटी मिल गई यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ बड़े के लिए क्या कोड जाएगा, ये जाएगा 0 0 0 0. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. ओके, देखो यहाँ पे होमोजेनिटी मिल गई, इसलिए फर्दर डिवीजन नहीं करना है, वहां पे रुकना है. तो अभी मुझे ये एक एक सेल का मुझे नहीं भेजना है कोड, मैं अभी पूरे इसका कोड भेजूंगा. तो पूरे इसका कोड क्या होगा, 0 0 0 कहां से आया, पहला 0 कहां से आया, ये पहला बड़ा वाला क्वाड्रेंट. ये सेकंड 0 कहां से आया, इसको फिर से डिवाइड करने के बाद ये वाला 0 क्वाड्रेंट, इसलिए 0 0. तो जब तक आपको होमोजेनिटी मिलती नहीं तब तक डिवाइड करो. बाद में होमोजेनिटी मिलने के बाद वो पर्टिकुलर होमोजीनियस सेल, या फिर कभी कभी सेल भी हो सकता है या दोनों मिला के भी हो सकता है होमोजेनियस, वो आप करके देखो. ओके, देन वो सेल को आपको लिखना है, वो सेल को आपने लिखना है. तो बिगर वाला जो रहता है उसको यू कैन रिप्रेजेंट बाय 2 नंबर, और जो छोटे वाले को रहता है वो कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय 3 और 4 नंबर. आई डू नॉट नो. As you go towards the smallest cell, the code value will be greater to represent that cell. Okay, and whenever you are taking the maximum or the bigger size of the homogeneous cell, then the whole cell will have the code with the minimum number, that is 0 0 or something else. Okay, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ 2 नंबर मुझे यूज करने पड़े to represent this whole to represent the code for this whole square, और ये रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए आई रिक्वायर 3 नंबर. सो दैट इज द मीन. ओके, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ quadratry. Quadratry means I have to divide into 4 parts. There is octa also. There is octa because the researcher has worked out on the quadra, but they found that in the octa there is not a specific significance of the octa. Okay, so we are not going to understand the octa. Octa means divide into 8 parts and do in the similar manner. Okay, so it is called as a quadratry. That means divide into 4 quadrants. Go on dividing till you achieve the homogeneity. Okay, once the homogeneity is achieved, you have to stop there. Again you have to continue if there is heterogeneity, and after that encode according to the quadrant in which you encounter that particular. That is it. So I hope you have understood. Okay,
sir.
हाँ
सर अगर ये 10,10 का होता तो उसको डिवाइड करने के बाद 5,5 आता, तो फिर वो अगर
हाँ
5,5 को डिवाइड करना रहता तो कैसे करते? वो तो ऑड नंबर है ना।
हाँ, तो आपको ऑड नंबर है 5/5। अगर मैं अभी 10/10 लिया, यू आर डिवाइडिंग हियर, तो हियर 1 2 3 4 5, हियर आल्सो 1 2 3 4 5। ओके, यहाँ पे भी 1 2 3 4 5, और here also it will be 5, so it is 5/5. Okay, so when you take 5/5, you have to take three cells on this side and 2 rows on this side. Okay, now this is, you can take 2 or you can take 3. So division जहाँ पे हो सकती है, you try to have a equal division, but if it is not achieved, you have to compromise with the division in unequal parts. Okay, अब यहाँ पे मैंने suppose 11 लिया, okay, so I have to take here 5 and here I have to take 6, या फिर यहाँ पे मुझे 6 लेना पड़ता था और यहाँ पे मुझे 5 लेना पड़ता था। ओके, सो एनी ऑफ द केस, अगर आप स्टार्टिंग में इवन लेते हो तो दैट इज बेटर। अगर इवन लेते हो तो इनसाइड अगर आप कर रहे हो तो देयर इज नो हार्म, लेकिन स्टार्टिंग में अगर आप अनइक्वल डिवाइड कर रहे हो तो देन यू कैन फॉल इनटू द ट्रबल। इसलिए इट इज बेटर दैट द रोज एंड द कॉलम, द बिगर रोज एंड द कॉलम शुड बी इवन नंबर, और वो क्वाड्रेंट में डिवाइड होने के बाद अगर बीच में अगर अनइवन आ रहा है तो वो चलेगा, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, but the first thing is that should be equally divided. That is the key.
ओके सर।
Okay, okay, you have the next lecture. Okay, I will stop here. The remaining part of this I will explain in the next lecture. Have I given you something in the writing for this quadric? Okay, we'll see this in the next lecture only. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can. Attendance हो गया? Priyanka ma'am is there? Muskan, Priyanka ma'am is there or not?
Yes, sir, she is visible, but she's not responding.
Whether she is taking manually attendance or directly लेते हो while जब क्लास जब तक चलते रहता है?
So usually she is the one who takes. So but अभी हम ले लेते हैं।
हाँ ठीक है,
अगर
ले लो
respond नहीं करी तो।
हाँ
Okay.
यस ले लो।